Hi, my name is Zeb with Free Code Camp, and today we'll be talking about network maps. So up here we can see a very simple network map, just computer A and computer B. And already on this simple network map we may see a small problem. Well, what happens if computer A and computer B want to talk at the same time? And to make matters worse, most networks usually have hundreds of these computers that want to talk at the same time. And that's where network maps come in to manage that traffic. So those maps are usually divided into two types. A layer 2 to map out all of our local connections. Those show switches for our Ethernet cables and access points for all of our wireless connections. And the way they manage the traffic is by MAC address. In layer 3, we're connecting things globally out to the internet, and we're using routers in that map, and we're using IP addresses to manage our traffic. In the hardware, that looks something like this. We have 8 wires in a typical Ethernet cable, and so what we're looking at is the input from one computer being mapped to the output from another computer. So this way, 2 computers can talk at the same time because they use different wires for their input and their output. An actual map might look like this. We have 6 blue switches and a few computers that are plugged into each of them. So each of these switches has something like 32 ports where you can plug in your cable. And when traffic goes out, we say, I'd like to talk to this computer. The switch says, okay, this computer is attached to this port. And so then it sends the traffic out that way. If we want to get out to the network, we use routers. And routers are represented here as those circles with arrows. And each router connecting to the next one and then the next one will use an IP address to get to its destination. And once we get to the right router, then we dump it back to layer 2. And as you can see, we have 3 layer 2 diagrams here in beige color. So we route to the proper network, which might be a company or a city, and then we go to the right switch, and then finally to the right computer. And that wraps it up for network maps.